My name is Kathleen Campbell. I am the owner of Cornucopia Wine and Cheese Market in Exeter, New Hampshire. When I was 16 years old, I needed a job, and I walked into a cheese shop, and the gentleman hired me right away. I loved it so much. I loved the food. I loved the retail aspect of it. I continued through college. I went locally to college on Long Island, and I wound up being able to support myself through college. Eventually, I wanted to open a cheese shop. Wine went fantastically with it, and now the current trend is craft beers. So I am offering all those selections. So it was always a dream of mine to have my own shop. And what better place to have it in Exeter, New Hampshire? Well, aside from over 100 cheeses, I offer a variety of wines, specialty foods such as olives and salamis and pâtés, specialty crackers, also craft beers. Pairings are with craft beer and cheese are very hot right now. Every Friday night from 4 to 7, we do a tasting, and I alternate weeks. So as an example, this Friday I am doing a wine tasting from 4 to 7 with cheese and chocolate. Next week I will be doing a craft beer tasting with a local brewer. I have a fabulous coworker named Erin, and she not only works at the shop, but she does outside events for Cornucopia, such as bartending, farmers markets, private events, and tastings. Cornucopia deals with many independent wine brokers, such as Steve Fortune from Fortune Wine Brokers. Steve offers me an array of wines that are affordably priced and they're not mainstreamed, so I'm able to pass that on to the customer.
I'm Steve Fortune from Fortune Wine Brokers here in New Hampshire. We have an array of wines from all over the world, about 150 different labels. I've been in business for 10 years and really proud of that. You know, I was one of the first small independent guys to come onto the scene in New Hampshire. I specialize in wines that are mainly sustainably farmed and picked from families that are so important to me, that have kind of come to me or I've traveled to them. When you can step into the vineyards and see the vines, taste the grapes off the vine, it all makes a huge difference. One of my passions is South America in the book. This is Jelu, or Helu if you're speaking Spanish. Jelu's been a magnificent trend for me. Their Malbec, Kathy carries the Syrah here at Cornucopia. This is where it really I got started. The organic vineyards of Jelu are up in the hills of the Zonda Valley in San Juan, Argentina, and the vines are just a very special place to be. There's no water here, so you know, a vineyard like this in particular, it's just drip irrigation, and the water from the drip comes from collected water from glacial melt, from snow melt. It's very arid here. I'd like to retire in Mendoza in Argentina. They have 320 days of sun a year. My wines are all reasonably priced in the marketplace. I have wines from $9.99 up to $69, $79.99. Cornucopia here is a perfect example of my independent market that I love to come and visit, to sell, to hold tastings. You know, the routine here at Cornucopia, Kathy holds tastings every Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. and I love being here, along with the crew of Cornucopia, to show the wines, show her cheeses, and the company here is fantastic. Her customers are brilliant people. They come in, they almost know what they want, but I can always spin it differently and turn them on to something new that perhaps they've never heard of. Look for Fortune Wine Broker wines in fabulous independent wine shops in the area, the Seacoast, over to Nashua and Manchester, and also fine restaurants in the Seacoast.